Jen was always lean, but she's what I call a yo-yo artist. One day she could be absolutely shredded with abs, and the next day she could be a complete balloon. And she's like, oh, RJ, I ate so much on the weekend. If you actually compete, it takes a whole nother level of mindset. I mean, you're getting up on stage, you're showing off your figure, you're in a little bikini and some heels. A lot of people say that they want to do it, but not a lot of people actually go through with it. So Jen, I give you such high praises for saying what you're going to do and doing what you said.
I've been at Fit Club since November 2019, and I have accomplished a few things. I've sold 3 houses, built a house. I've done my first 5K bubble run. I've seriously built a lot of muscle in the last 5 years to be competition ready, but also just to have the best body that I can have at 46. So this was my first competition. I took in first for the Masters, which is a category where you are 45 to 50 years old. And I got third in the open bikini class B, which is pretty much around 5'4" to 5'5" women. And I stood the stage against 2 women that were about half my age. For my preparation, I started in September during the belly burn, and I did every single belly burn until the competition, which made it a whole lot easier to follow. You didn't have to do a starvation diet. You were just in the last couple of weeks where you had to really dial in, which was excellent. And then in January, I decided to commit to the bikini class so that I knew exactly how to kind of tweak my body. And then I started hiring a posing coach to get me that stage ready confidence so that I could walk in those heels looking like a champ. So before the show, I was, definitely had the muscle definition. However, I had that nice softness and I was about 8 pounds less. So now that it's after the show, I've committed to continuing my workouts, of course. I'm going to focus more on some glute formation, some shoulder formation, a little bit of the hamstrings, just because I'm always going to want that bikini body, no matter what time of the year it is. And so you can always keep growing. Nutrition-wise, I'm just trying to stay clean as possible so that I don't lose all my gains. And when I do have to gain muscle, that I'm just in a slight surplus. Nothing too crazy so that you don't, go too overboard. So if you're thinking about doing the show, I highly recommend it. It was the most amazing experience I ever had. It's great to challenge yourself. So if you just want to push a little bit harder, see what kind of resilience you're made out of.
The key for Jen is that she committed early. She decided in and around August, and we actually started on her plan in September. Now, the nice thing about doing it with giving you appropriate amount of times is that you're not actually going to feel like you're on a diet. In fact, most of the time, Jen was on a high calorie, she ate carbs, she worked out, she took rest days, and we did it right. It wasn't until about the last 10 days where we kind of really, really dialed it in. But I'm telling you right now, most people, when they do these competitions, they're eating chicken, rice, and broccoli for 12 to 16 weeks. We maybe didn't do that until the last 10 days. So Jen, way to do it right. And anybody that's looking to get into a competition, I'd honestly tell you to do the same. If you have a goal, set a yearly goal. This way you can plan it out properly. You can still go on vacation. You can still enjoy your carbs, and you can still have time to make changes if you need.
So Jen, what's next?
Next, building booty, of course. So you can never have too big of a booty. But it's always going to be exercise first. I want to dial in a little more tightly in my nutrition. And I'm thinking, of another vacation. And I want to take care of my family a bit. And maybe go back to school. And maybe do another competition in a couple of years. Because I loved it that much. It was amazing.